Hey everybody. Hello. It's been a very, very long time and I hope everyone has been doing well. I know especially during these crazy times we're living in. But I technically had stopped doing videos, but last year or so, some of you had contacted me personally, through comments and things, asking, where are my videos and surprisingly, so many of you were asking me for a video game collection video or an updated one. So I don't want to make this long because I really don't like long intros. And you guys know, if you know me, you know how I can talk about things that I'm passionate about, but I didn't guarantee I would do it, and it's been like a year since you all last asked me about it, and I feel bad. But life happened, and a lot of things were going on, and I just wasn't in the mood. So I just wanted to go ahead and do this for you guys. The last thing I'm gonna say, and we're just gonna jump right into it, is my video game collection has changed dramatically, like a lot, because if you know me, I do not keep things that I don't like anymore or I don't enjoy anymore or I'm not intending on replaying anymore. I just don't believe in that, whether it's my video games or my movies or my books or my vinyl, whatever. Um, so, anyway, so we're going to just jump into it and I'll just talk along the way, try not to talk too long. And then at the end, just explain a little further why my video game collection looks the way it looks now and kind of get into some other things. So let's just get started. First up is Abza, and it's pronounced Abza, not Abzu. And I love this game. I love this game. I love this game. I'm trying to avoid the glare because I have a overhead light. But um, I don't even know how to really explain this game without giving it away. It's first of all, it's a very beautiful game. It's a creative game. It is unique, I think, in a lot of ways. And it's a game that does not overstay its welcome. Some games I love, like sandbox games. I love big games, epic games sometimes. And then some games, oh, just are unnecessarily long, where they bore you or they just have you doing too much tedium and blah, 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 blah. I don't mind big games if they're worth it. But this game is not long. I'm telling you that off the bat. It's not a 20-hour game or something like that. But the game is as long as it needs to be. It is an enjoyable experience. Just look into it. It's kind of hard. I don't really want to try to explain it because I'm scared I'm going to give it away. But please, check it out. Okay, next up is Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Beautiful game, stunning game. You know what? I still have not finished this game. I have the original PS3. That's where I originally played it on when it first came out. And then when the PS4 came out and they had the HD remaster, I had to pick it up. Also, I will say that all my video games are new purchases, which mean I bought them new when they came out. So everything you see is what you would see brand new, opened. So just saying. So unless I say that I bought it used or something and something is missing, just assume that everything was purchased brand new. So if you're interested in something or like you wanted to buy it second hand, you know what was supposed to be in it originally, if that matters to you. Some people don't care. Next up, Assassin's Creed Origins. This is my favorite Assassin's Creed game. I stopped playing Assassin's Creed because I just got bored after I can't even remember the last one. Was it the one with the Revolutionary War or something like that? I just was over it. To me, it just was like the same old, same old, same old, same old, same old. And I just wasn't interested in the stories anymore. But this is my favorite Assassin's Creed. This is the game I always dreamed that they would do anyway. So when they did this in ancient Egypt, I knew, I definitely was like, last game. That's all I needed. I'm done. I have not played anything else after that, and I don't intend on it. I'm done with Assassin's Creed. This game though, I can go in at any point in time walk around, play. I just love everything about it. And because I grew up, I'm a world history buff, for those of you who don't know. I mean, I've been studying world history since I was a kid, seriously. And ancient Egypt is one of my favorite topics. Next up, Burnout Paradise Remastered. I have the original that was released on the PS3, but this is one of my favorite racing games. So when they released it on PS4 as an HD remaster, I had to have it. I'm not big, and it comes with a booklet. I miss booklets, man. I wish everybody still did them. I love them. I just love them. It just makes the game look so complete. And again, for those of you who don't know, yes, I am a physical gamer. I like having my physical games. Yes, I do have digital games, but I only purchase digital games if they only come as a digital game. If it is released or originally released as a physical game, that's what I'm going to buy. But what I was saying, I'm sorry, just a little side note. You're not going to see a whole bunch of racing games because I don't like simulator games. If I play racing games, I like arcade games. Simulator games are just way too, I feel like I'm working. It's just too much authenticity. Something for everyone, but I just like having straight up fun. I like arcade racers. Next up is one of my most recent games. This game, it came out in 2023. I've been getting back into simulator games because I just, like I say, I've been having a lot going on in life, and like sometimes you don't want to get fully invested in a long game or an in-depth storyline or anything. But simulator games are fun. This game is so freaking addictive. This is called Chef Life, a restaurant simulator, and this is the El Forno edition I got, which came with like all the download with for pizzas and all the things that come with that, the platings and all of that. If you're into it, I'm telling you, this is so freaking this game is so addictive. I cannot even tell you. And I'm a person who I'm creative, and I like to build stuff and make stuff, and I love doing it in my games as well. Like if you're creating your character at the beginning of the start of a new game, I will be in there like an hour creating my character. It's insane. So this game, and it's beautiful. It's such a good looking game. It's so well done. It's so authentic. From the learning recipes, attaining recipes, learning to make them and making them. You are literally making the recipes. So you're creating a restaurant, designing it. I mean, through and through the kitchen, the dining area, all the decorations. You can expand your restaurant, have it constructed. I mean, everything you can possibly think of, hiring staff. And once your restaurant opens, and there's like all these side missions that happen. Um, and that expand the game. It's a lot of fun. Just trust me on that if you're interested in something new. Next up is Crash Insane Trilogy. Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy. So much fun. So much fun. I'm like stuck. Like on each game, there's like parts where it's just stuck and it's hard. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get back to it. And I'm like almost done with them too, but that's okay. So that comes with that. So much fun, and it's a beautiful game. Just so well done. Okay, and then we have Detroit Become Human. Tell you a little funny thing about this. I can't stand like non-biological things. I'm not into robots and androids and all that kind of thing. I just have an issue with it. And so I remember when this game first came out, I was apprehensive because I am a fan. I am a fan of Quantic Dream. Since their first game, which I no longer have. Again, that's another thing. Which was called Indigo Prophecy in the States. And then in Europe, I believe, if I remember, it was called... it's on the tip of my tongue. It won't come to me right now, but it's not called the same thing. Anyway, I like Quantic Dream games, which you'll see. Anyway, so Detroit Become Human, I was mad, and I didn't want to play it at first because of the fact that it was about freaking androids. So, but I eventually just gave in and played it because I love the game developer and I love the game. And I was really pissed off because I was like, I refuse to let you all make me feel something for an android. I was mad through the whole game. I refuse. I fought it, but then I lost the fight. So I'm just saying, it's an excellent game. Next up is Family Feud. Family Feud is so much fun. I'm just saying, this game is so much fun. This can be played alone against the console, computer, whatever, or online or with friends, co-op, whatever. I love this. I have it digitally on PS3. When it first came out, it was only available as a digital game. And then when I saw they released a updated version of it on the PS4 and hard copy, yeah, no, I had to have it. So this didn't come with anything, just the disc. Okay, I'm trying to move fast. I'm sorry, guys, for talking so long. Okay, another simulator, which I love. Firefighting Simulator The Squad. This game is amazing. I learned more about firefighting in the first 10 minutes of this game when they send you through the training and everything. It's amazing. I have always had the utmost respect for firefighters, and all the ones I've ever met, like, have been so cool. And this game, and it's stunning. This game is freaking beautiful. It literally looks just like this in the game. Like, just like this in the game. Let me see. And again, we don't get the booklets and stuff anymore. It's a smaller developer, but it is so much fun and it's good. You get to ride if you want to, you can choose to drive the fire truck to the fire, or you can let the game take you there. I love it. Next up, another favorite game of mine is Ghost of Tsushima, and I've always had such a high respect and interest in the samurai code and the samurai culture, and again, that's another area of history and ancient histories that I always studied for most of my life. So I just this game blows me away. I mean, I'm sorry. This game gets me lost for words. The effort that was put into this game to really extend and to express the different areas that are part of the samurai, the culture and the ethics and the beauty and the armor and the haikus. Doing haikus are like one of my all-time favorite things to do in this game. Believe it or not, I could spend an eternity doing that. I love that game. Next up, Guardians of the Galaxy. This is a Telltale game. Oh my goodness, this is so good. Let me see. It's a hard copy. I think it was like half of the season is on the disc, and then the other half you download, because I think when it came out, all of the rest of the seasons weren't available yet. And so then you just had to download the rest. Okay, next up, another simulator. This is another game that's addictive for me. I can be in here all day. You buy houses to renovate, clean them up, paint them, decorate them, do construction to it. You can take on jobs where obviously they're missions for you to do specific things, or you can buy houses on your own and do what you want to do with them and resell them and buy other houses, etc., etc. So much fun, and their updates are insane. Let me tell you, it's a good thing and a bad thing. I'm just warning you. They do a lot of updates, not a whole lot, but they're relevant updates. And by that, I mean like the updates aren't just constantly fixing and repairing. It's not even that. It's not fixing the game. They're constantly updating you, giving you like new furniture, new decor, new properties to buy, and new paint colors. It's like it's stuff that you should be getting in updates, not just because something is wrong with it and it takes 2 gigabytes every time. They give you special stuff from the holidays, like Christmas time. You know, they gave you more trees and more Christmas decorations and stuff like that. They have amazing. That's how you do updates if you're gonna do it. The only thing is, man, those updates are big. They're big. Next up is Jurassic Park Evolution and Jurassic Park Evolution 2. So let me see. This did not come with a booklet. And you have that. Like these days, it's so sad. We don't really get them anymore. And I think it also depends on the type of game and the developer. So you got that. All right. So next up, my boy, Psychonauts 2. This is the Mother Lobe edition that has the lenticular cover and some extra goodies. You get stickers and a patch or something. Like I got all these extra things inside. I probably should take it out. But look at that. I freaking love it, man. This is my boy. I was in love with the first game. I have the original. I don't even know if I should bother doing this. Hold on. If I can get it out. It's pretty tight. So that's what the case looks like. Okay. And there you go. I mean, it's just a beautiful, and it has a reversible cover, so it's like you get all these. It's a bunch of different stickers in here. That's my boy. And Raz. Raz. Oops, no, I think I already redeemed that anyway. So if you steal it from me, you steal it from me, but I think I already redeemed it. I'm not redoing this video. I'm done. So let me see. And then you have like all these cards that comes with it. And these were from the sketches that they did of the characters. And they give you the cards for it. And you like have Raz here. So it's fun. Bunch of little different cards. So yeah, so it's a bunch more of them. I'm not going to go through all of them. I'm just going to slide this out of the way. Okay. Next up, we have Little Nightmares. Little Nightmares, this is the complete edition, which had like everything in it and all the extras and everything. A really good game. The ending is not what I expected. The storyline became something I was not expecting. That's all I'm gonna say. Next up, Mass Effect: The Legendary Edition. Now I have all the originals from when they originally released. This is one of my all-time favorite, let me just say, top 5 favorite games of all time. Mass Effect series, hand down the trilogy, is one of my all-time favorite top 5 games of all time. Nothing's been able to knock it out. I don't think anything ever will. If you made me choose to say, well, you had to pick one, you can't just say the trilogy, then I would say Mass Effect 2. So for me, my favorites in order are Mass Effect 2, then Mass Effect 3, then Mass Effect. These are, and you're probably wondering what these orange things are around the disc. I will show you that in a second. So that's what comes with it, and these 2 slips with the control thing. Back in the day, if I'd have known, like way down the line, that these were no longer going to be a thing, I would have bought way more. I think I have like 10 of these or something. But what these are these were specifically sold and marketed for video games, but they are covers. They are covers. And so, yeah, it's like that. So they peel on and they just stick on and they protect your disc from scratches, fingerprints, anything like that. The cool thing about this, like I say, these were from back in the day, but you could put these in your console with these on it, and the console read through it. Let me see. This was PS3 day. So when the PS3 was out, this is when I had these. And yeah, it would read right through these, so you never had to take them off, and it protected your dip. Like, oh, so I have them on my all-time favorite, my treasured games, and on some of my treasured movies. So in my rare games, and we have Ratchet and Clank. Ratchet and Clank, you will soon see, is one of my all-time favorite franchises ever. I own every single game. So I love the Ratchet and Clank reboot. Good times. Good times. Here's a song called Song of the Deep by Insomniac Games, who does Ratchet and Clank. And I enjoy this game a lot. It is not for everybody. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful game. It's a 2D, kind of like a 2D side scroller, but it's not just left to right. It has a lot of depth to it, up and down, moving all around the area, but it is like 2D. I can't think right now how to describe the game, but it's an adventure game, an underwater adventure. It's so good. I love this game. Here's another underwater game, actually, Subnautica. This game is so, my goodness, this game. First of all, the game is freaking beautiful. Oh my goodness. When I started playing this game, I could not get out of it. I like literally played nothing else. Nothing. Do you hear what I'm saying? And like I said, I love to build things and create things, and I'm trying to remember, how can I sum it up? A spaceship, like a not a mothership so much, but a spaceship with a crew, like the USS Enterprise or something. And the ship crashes on this unknown planet, and the planet is basically, from what it looks like, majority water. And so you crash underwater, and there's this amazing mystery storyline that goes through, and you like have to build an underwater base to survive. You have to go searching for the main ship and other crew members, and there are these creatures, and obviously they're alien creatures. You're on a planet you don't know anything about. Whoa, doggy! All I have to say, this game is freaking stunning. It is beautiful, and it is so much fun. Dive into adventure. That's the truth. Look at that. That's just a sample. Oh my goodness, I love that game. Then we have the follow-up, which is called Subnautica Below Zero, which you're on a frozen planet, a snow planet. Now, this game I have not gotten into. I can only play games or even watch movies that have snow in it during the winter time. I don't want to see snow unless the snow is outside. So I have to get back into this game, but new main character, new planet, kind of a similar storyline, but not too much. I have to get into it. Tetris Effect. To know me is to know I am a Tetris fanatic, have been since I was a kid. I think I have owned and played almost every Tetris game that's come out on all the PlayStation consoles, on computers, on phones, on Game Boys. I freaking love Tetris. And for me to say what I'm about to say is saying a lot. This is my all-time favorite Tetris edition. Tetris Effect is phenomenal. It's phenomenal. It's just phenomenal. Forewarning you though, they do a lot. When they really built up the multiplayer, now you get freaking downloads all the time, which is annoying. And their downloads, their updates, I should say updates, not downloads, their updates are kind of big. But this game is so amazing. This is an online and offline game. I don't know, should I say offline? I mean, you don't have to play multiplayer to play it. It's, you know, you could play against the computer. Oh my goodness, I love this game so much. Okay, so we have Tomb Raider Definitive Edition. Tsunami Snow. You know, I grew up with playing Tomb Raider. She was like really, really, really the start of hardcore from back in the day. The first Tomb Raider game really got me in full blown into console gaming back then, because I was liking arcades and computer games and stuff like that. Oops, sorry. I didn't realize my phone dropped. I zoned out in thought. I am so sorry. Anyway, so we have the Definitive Edition. I have the original release that was on the PS3 when it was released on the PS3, because that's when I bought it. And then again, when the PS4 came out and they released it as an HD remaster, quote unquote. I had it. I just wanted to have it on my PS4. And then we have the Rise of the Tomb Raider. I got the 20th celebration version. And Shadow of the Tomb Raider. And it seems as if I am the minority on the favorite in this trilogy. For me, the third one is my favorite, then the first one, then the second one. I just did not. The second one just bored me. I can barely even tell you the storyline. I don't even really remember it. I just didn't enjoy it as much as I did the other ones. Uncharted Collection, the Nathan Drake Collection, the HD remaster. Yes, I have all the originals on the PS3. This series is another all-time favorite of mine. When the PS3 came out, and this was the release game. What do you call it? I'm tired. When I say release game, you know, when the console was released. You know what I'm trying to say. I can't think of the phrase right now. But yeah, I was hooked. So I got this. So I have the HD remaster of all the 3 games. And then we have the conclusion. Oh, I thought it was so well done. And the ending of this game filled my heart, and I felt satisfied. I like how they concluded it. Love Nate Drake. I love all of them. Nate, Scully, all of them. Sully is just the best. So that's what came with that. And Uncharted Lost Legacy, I think, is so underrated. I think some people just didn't want to really give it the chance it deserved. I had so much fun, and I have so many screen grabs on my PS4 from this that I have as wallpaper. This game is stunning and just so much fun. I'm trying to remember what's under here. So, okay. Whew. Let me move some of these out of the way and move on. Okay. Pause that for a minute. Okay, so moving on to my PS3 games. So, Assassin's Creed 2, my second favorite Assassin's Creed game. My first one is Assassin's Creed Origins. This is number 2. When I played the first game when it came out, I was so bored. I never even finished the original Assassin's Creed. I was bored. I didn't enjoy it. But Assassin's Creed 2, when it came out, oh man, I was all over it. This game, I couldn't put it down. I played it like straight through. It was insane. Oh my goodness. Fabulous. Batman Arkham City. I recently gave away Batman Arkham Asylum. I went to play it again, and I just didn't enjoy it as much as I had numerous times in the past. I have played that game so many times, and this time I just didn't enjoy it anymore, so the thrill was gone for me. But this game, yes. Arkham City, yes. So this one is a keeper. I love this game. And so this is what comes with it. Okay. This is another fun game. Just you want to just sit down and just play something, but you don't want to get fully invested. This is the Olympics game, Beijing 2008 Summer Olympics game by Sega. Oh, this is so much fun. I love this game. A lot of fun. A lot of fun. Okay, and let me see. Next up is Bejeweled, another favorite puzzle. I love puzzle games. I just grew up playing all kind of games. I just love games. I love. We were playing board games, puzzle games, outside games. I played softball, and house. I love games. And then consoles. I lived in the arcades. But Bejeweled 3, another addictive game for me. See, I love this because this is starting to get hard, but treasure. Okay. Next up. Whoops. Okay. Ratchet and Clank, Tools of Destruction. This is when they jumped on. This was like their jump from. I'm getting tired. Jump from PS2 onto PS3, and so this was the first in the HD series of Ratchet and Clank, and the first one was Tools of Destruction. I love all Ratchet and Clank. Now, a little FYI. What's that back here? A little FYI. If I'm ever in a bad mood, or actually, I'm taking these out of order, but I'll put this back. Whenever I'm in a bad mood, or I'm feeling down, or whatever, I lost my thought. I got interrupted. Or whenever I'm in a bad mood, or I need to feel happy or something like that, I will throw any Ratchet and Clank, and I literally mean I can grab anyone, and I will have a blast, and it makes me feel better. I love them. They're so much fun, and they're funny. They're beautiful, and they're just so enjoyable. Okay, so back in order. I got out of order. I grabbed it from the wrong stack. Next up is Bloodstone 007. This is my all-time favorite Bond game. I had all the ones from back in the day, and I just recently gave away Everything or Nothing. This is the only one I have left. I didn't. Well, Quantum of Solace game. Let me tell you something. The Quantum of Solace game is good. It is far better than the movie. But the only reason I'm not really a first person. I don't like it. I played it because I grew up playing shooter games too, right? I was always playing Call of Duty, playing Medal of Honor, Battlefield, but I really do not like first person. I prefer third person. And I went to play it again, and I just didn't enjoy it as much. So, but this game here, let me tell y'all, this is an original story, original game. This isn't based off of a movie or anything. It's called Bloodstone, featuring Daniel Craig. Man, oh man. Yes, you see protecting. This is one of my all-time favorite games. I replay this game a lot. And it is so much fun. I am telling you, if you like Daniel Craig, if you like Bond movies, or if you just like action adventure games, you will highly enjoy this. Next up, Heavy Rain. Love this game. Love this game. Oh man, when this game came out, again, like I say, I told you I like this developer. Quantic Dream did not let me down. And let me say that this game did something that I've never seen done before or since. This here, the origami, is one of the symbols of the game, and it's in the game. The serial killer leaves one of these origami at the crime scene. But what they did, you remember how with some games, especially in the older games, if it was really large and it was downloading, you had the download screen when you first put it in the console. And this one is not just like, oh, it's downloading, it's downloading. They have you participate in the game. without yet actually playing the game yet. So while the game is downloading to the console from the disc, they have this amazing screen on there, which they tell you about what the origami thing is and da 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 da, and they're showing you how to make it. Because when you get this in the game, it's a piece of paper. It's a piece of paper, and so you fold it and you're creating and you end up making this. And then by the time the instructions are over, the game is downloaded. So you don't even feel like you waited. You actually were involved in having a good time. Um, I, ugh, I haven't seen it, and I haven't seen them do anything like that. Says here, anything like that in any of their own games. Okay, we're gonna speed this up. We have Monopoly, uh, the Classic World Edition. I freaking love this game. Oh my goodness, they have these 3D boards that are so beautiful. One of my favorites is the Jungle Board because I'm like obsessed with the Amazon and the rainforest, and they have all kinds of different ones. A sci-fi board, as you can see, an ancient Egyptian board. They have like a pastry board, like sweets and stuff. So much. I love that. That's my favorite Monopoly version. Here's another one, Monopoly Streets, where everything is also 3D, where like everything is animated. The pieces are animated, like the car goes and drives around. You see the buildings being built when you buy hotels and all this. It's fun, but you have to be in the mood for it to be animated all the time. So that's not what I play all the time. Next up, okay, Ratchet and Crank. Ratchet and Crank. I'm sorry, I'm trying to move fast. Ratchet and Clank Future, A Crack in Time. This is the second one. Love it. Oh, I'm sorry. So that's what's in it. Again, another guide. I just miss it. I miss guides. I miss booklets. Not guides. I miss booklets. Ratchet and Clank Into the Nexus. This game is so underrated. This game has become rare, I just found out. This is such an underrated. This game is so much fun. This game is so much fun. I just recently replayed it yet again a few months ago. I love Ratchet and Clank, and I really do love this game. So there you go. No goodies inside. Then we have the Ratchet and Clank Collection, which has all of the PS2 for the original games on disc, and I still have. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, that threw me off when I saw Sly Cooper. Because I have Sly Cooper. I thought I had the wrong booklet in here. Okay, that's just an advertisement. Duh. Anyway, so this is the HD collection of all of the PS2 games, the original trilogy. And I do still have all of my PS2 games. Rayman Origins. So much fun. So much fun. So much fun. And it's freaking beautiful. Like, it's insane. It's insane. The design of this game, it's gorgeous. Good times. If you love platformers like I do, good times. Side-scrolling platformers. Here's another one of my all-time favorite games. I did not play the second one. I had no interest. And from what I could feel, it felt like you were playing, it was a prequel if I remember right, and you're playing the game that he was in or something like that. I don't play villains. I don't play bad guys. I don't play them. I do not. And so I have no interest. And people may go, well, he was a bad guy. He was a bad guy. The difference was he changed his ways, changed his life, was trying to live as a good person and a good citizen until someone tried to force him back into the old life to do what they wanted to do. No, redemption story. Totally different. I don't play bad guys. I don't play bad people. I'm a good person, and that's how I play my games all the time, under all circumstances. So it comes with that and the booklet, and it comes with a huge map. It's massive. You can see how thick it is. It's a big map. So if you're a fan of this game and you're ever trying to look for it, that's what includes a booklet and a big map. Okay, next up we have the Sly Collection, which is the HD remaster of all the original trilogy games on the PS2, which I also have my original PS2 Sly Cooper games. So, did I give those away? I don't remember. But anyway, but there you go. Comes with that. Sly Cooper Thieves in Time. Good times. I'm just saying. This is the last Sly Cooper game. They have not done another one. So, sad, but true. Okay, to know me, I was a massive Splinter Cell person. Back in the day, people were always like, are you Splinter Cell or Metal Gear? I was Splinter Cell. I could not get into Metal Gear. I tried. Numerous games. It wasn't my thing. I'm a Splinter Cell gal. Now, I had all of the original games. All of the original games on Xbox. And I had them on PS2. And I recently just gave them all away. And there was another PS3. So I basically gave away all of them. I had every single Splinter Cell game. Let me just say that. I think I only have 2 left. It's this one and one other one. I think it's on my Xbox. So Splinter Cell backlist. All the hubbub that happened when we lost our original voice actor. Yeah, there was a lot of drama over the fans. People were angry about that. But the guy who played him in this and did a really good job. I'm going to be honest and give credit when credit is due. Sports Champions. Now look, this game came with the PS3. When the PS3 came out, this is what came in the box with your PS3. Now, this game, you play what? You do archery, volleyball, don't get me to lying, golf. I can't remember the other things, but you know what I play and I'm obsessed with, and it could have been a game all on its own. I love volleyball. The volleyball in this game is anything you ever hoped it would be. This is a move game, okay? When you're playing the volleyball game, first of all, it's beautiful. And it is so on point. It matches everything you do. Everything you do. So, I don't want to stay too long on it, but I lost my thought. But this is why I have this. Like, I almost want to buy another copy as a backup, because favorite games I do get double copies sometimes. That's how much I love this volleyball. I can be in this all day as well. Love it. The Tomb Raider trilogy, because I had all the original games. This was the HD remaster of it. So this includes Tomb Raider Legend, Tomb Raider Anniversary, and Tomb Raider Underworld. And I actually have the Tomb Raider Underworld PS3 game. When it came out, I bought it. But then when they did this trilogy, they included it. So I have 2 of them now. Top spin for. I love my freaking tennis on these that's all I'm going to say. Top spin for. Oh, wait. Did I open this? Sorry. What's in here? Okay, so you get a booklet with this. Okay, sorry. I'm forgetting. Top spin for. Let me try to speed it up. I'm sorry that the camera work is all wonky, guys. You know, like I said, this was a last minute thought. I just decided to just do it. And I'm not really like worried about, is it the perfect angle? And it's not. I apologize. But at least I did it. Virtua Tennis 3 is my all-time favorite. I'm going to tell you, my favorite version is on the Wii, which I'll show you. But this is my favorite tennis game. Oh my goodness, it is so intuitive. It is so responsive to everything that you do. In the other one, I'm going to tell you that. But the controls are so well done on the controller. This is my favorite tennis game. Hands down. Hands down. Comes with a booklet. Okay. Oh my goodness. I guess I'm doing all the PlayStation games first, but here we have so PlayStation 2, 24 the game. Freaking amazing. Freaking amazing. If you love the show, which I did, I had the whole entire series. I watched it when it was on. I freaking love this game. Kiefer Sutherland. President Palmer. The best. So this game is it takes place between seasons. I forget which. But it's an actual storyline. And all the original actors play all their characters in the game. So you have, it's just surreal. It's so much fun. Oh my goodness. It is so much fun being Jack Bauer. That's all I have to say. And so that, I don't remember what that's for. That's a note for something. But anyway, it comes with a booklet. I don't remember what that note was for. I'll have to think about that. The first used game. This was one I got back in the day at GameStop. Could not find an original one. Like, I don't know why this game suddenly became. Is this a used one? Wait a minute. Yeah, it is. And I printed out the cover because it didn't even have a cover. But I printed out a cover, so yeah. I don't have anything that came with it, unfortunately. First one I've come across. So let's see. No one should be surprised by this. This one is a treasure. This game is so expensive now, it's insane. I didn't even realize it until some years ago, and I was like, oh dear Gussie. But I guess it makes sense. This game, and I'm not just saying this for the obvious reasons because I'm a major X-Filer. This game is so much fun. I freaking love this game. If you're a gamer who still plays old games and you still play PlayStation 2 games and you're an X-File fan and you have the money and are able to purchase this game at this point, because this game is like running high on the market. But this game is so much fun. Oh my gosh. I just recently played. I play it a lot. I replay it a lot. Look at that old school. Got my memory card, man. The memories are real. You know I have the protective disc cover on it. Not even tripping. And it comes with the booklets. And what's great about this game, you get 2 games in one. And the reason I say this is because obviously they're on an X-File. And this takes place, I forget between which seasons. Is it 5 and 6 or 4 and 5? It takes place between either season 4 and 5 or season 5 and 6. And it's an individual story. It's a new story. It's not a story from an X-File. It's a new story. And what's great about it, like I said, you get 2 games in one because you can either play the storyline as Scully or you can play it as Mulder. And you're doing the same mission, and when you separate from each other and you're doing your own thing for whatever reasons, you're getting the different view and angle and experience of what you guys are doing in the mission. So you're having 2 different experiences that all come together in the end. So like I remember and I still do this today. I still do this. But when I first played it, I first played as Mulder. And then when I beat the game, I went right back in and replayed it as Scully. And I'm going to tell you, they are 2 different experiences. It is so much fun. And then the end, it all culminates and they come together throughout this game. I'm sorry, I keep lowering the camera. I'm sorry. I am so out of practice, guys. Don't kill me. I am so sorry. Anyway, love that game. This is something I still have old school back in the day, man. The demo disc. For those of you who have been around and know about it. And so you have the demo disc. Good times. I don't even remember what's on here. What's on here? We have Killzone. So these are the demos on here. Killzone, Jack 3, ATV Off-Road, Fury 3, Ratchet and Clank Up Your Arsenal, Area 51, Star Wars Battlefront, Metal Gear Solid 3, Snake Eater, Burnout 3 Takedown, Silent Hill 4 The Room, Def Jam Fight for New York, Ace Combat 5 The Unsung War, Ghost in the Shell Standalone Complex. Wow, yeah, that's why I kept that one. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, this is the one I'm talking about. Now that I think about, I have given away all of my Wii games. I have given them away or sold them. Most of them were like horror. I don't do horror anymore. All my horror games are gone except for the ones you've seen. I guess you can consider X-Files a horror and Little Nightmares. But like I had all the Resident Evil games. I will say this to anybody who still has a Wii, or people who collect for the Wii, and people who like Resident Evil or whatever, I highly, highly recommend the Resident Evil Umbrella Chronicles and Resident Evil Dark Chronicles for the Wii. It is amazing experience, and it's a combination of the different earlier Resident Evil games. Like I say, I just don't do horror anymore, so that's the only reason, but I replay them many, many times. But anyway, Virtua Tennis is the best tennis game. Seriously, next to the one with what came with the Wii. It is so intuitive. Like literally, you can be turning your hand with the remote, right? Turning it and flipping it, and literally your character on the screen is repeating your motion. It's flipping her, well, since I'm a female, but my character is flipping her, spinning, twisting. What am I trying to say? You know, her tennis racket in her hand. You move like this, your character's moving. You do this, your character's. It is so intuitive. It is so intuitive and is the best experience, and the controls are instant response to your actions. I can be in this game all day and you get a good workout. I'm just saying. So okay, so we have, I love to dance. I've always loved to dance. So these are some of my favorite games. Really, this is all I have left on my, I can't believe I've given away pretty much almost all of my 360 games. I just, Dance Central. Dance Central too. I don't think you all care about any of that, but they all come with all the inserts. And FYI, for anybody who may be interested in Connect games and you're looking to buy them on the secondhand market, all 360 Connect games come in purple cases if you care to have the originals, right? They all come in purple cases. So that's how they separated the Connect games. Connect games are in purple cases. Dance Central 3. I told you, I love it. Here's one of my other favorite games. So underrated. The Jurassic Park game. Or I should say, Jurassic Park the game. This is a Telltale game. It's only available on the 360. Originally, it was supposed to come out on the 360 and the PS3, but something happened and it only came out on the 360. As you can see, I love all consoles, but I'm a PlayStation girl. PlayStation is my default. But this game is phenomenal. This is another game that's become very rare. And it came with the booklet. This game is so much fun. And this game takes place, anybody who knows me knows too, Jurassic Park is one of my top 5 favorite films of all time, and one of my top 5 favorite novels of all time. And this game takes place directly after Jurassic Park. So, like, it starts off, I don't want to give the whole storyline, but it starts off when these people arrive, like a mercenary group, like the people who are coming to look for the vial that they were supposed to get with all the DNA, dinosaur DNA and stuff. And then you have other characters on there, but you see the people from Jurassic Park. You see their helicopter leaving, and it like literally continues on from that. And this game, it's freaking amazing. I am telling you. And this game is scary in points, because if you've ever read the novel, you'll know how scary the novel is. I'm just saying. And it has some of the dinosaurs from the novel that were not in the film, and some of these other are straight horrifying. I'm just saying. But good times. Again, this is a Telltale game, so if you're familiar with Telltale games, then there you go. Connect Adventures, good times. I love this game still. The reason I say that, the game is legit fun to me. I like the games. They're fun. And they're good workouts. I'm telling you. You play this game. Oh, it was already up, right? You feel it in your core. You feel it in your glutes. You feel it in your thighs. You feel, oh yeah, you will get a workout. Trust me. Don't think it's all funny. You play those things like that, you feel them in your arms. Your arms will be burning. Good workout. If you hate working out but you love gaming, you can actually get a workout and have fun at the same time. So, as I said, Mass Effect is my all-time favorite trilogy, game, whatever, of all time. I think I can say it is the number one. So obviously it came out on a 360. This is where I started. And so yeah, and I kind of waited to get the platinum hits because I wanted everything, because there's so much DLC and so many goodies, and this was just us, like, it was so worth it to wait and get the whole thing. Yeah. Okay. And then, obviously, Mass Effect 2. And there you go with the booklet. Okay. And oh yeah, here's my other Splinter Cell game. So these are the only two Splinter Cell games I have left. And this is Splinter Cell Conviction, and this was exclusive to the 360. And good times. Good times. I can't believe these are the only two Splinter Cells I have left. Out of the original trilogy, though, I would say the third one, Chaos Theory, was my favorite. And it still looks amazing today. Let me tell you, if you want to get that game, I know whoever got it from me, I'm sure they're happy. The game looks amazing still. It looks freaking amazing. Oh, and then the last one is Zumba. I love Zumba. I love doing Zumba. And this Zumba Fitness Core on 360 is amazing. It is fire. I love it. So, good times, good music, good fun. Okay, guys, let's see. Oh my goodness, we're still going. Okay, so here we go. Let me move these over. And so, another one of my all-time favorite games, Beyond Good and Evil. Yes, I also have this on the PS2. Like I say, when I have games that are my favorites, like I really, really love them, I tend to buy them on both consoles. I tend to buy it on the PlayStation. Obviously, if they're multiple consoles, available on multiple consoles, I will always first get it on PlayStation, and then if I love the game, like love it, I will buy another copy on the Xbox. So that way, if anything happens to one console, I can still play it on the other console. Yeah, I'm that gamer. Yes, love this game. Love this game. Love this game. I love Jade. That's the character name. If you don't know. Okay, I wasn't supposed to be doing all this talking, but I guess I'm like, this might be my last video, so what the... I'm just gonna go there. Alright, so bear with me. Okay, here's like, I think like only one other used game. Unfortunately, when this game came out, I don't know what happened. I love this game still to this day, and I still think that this game is better than the ones that are out on the PS4. We're not talking about graphics fire, we're talking about gameplay. But unfortunately, when this came out, I don't know what happened. What made this game shoot like it did? It became rare very quickly after it came out, and I don't know what happened. And I couldn't find it anywhere, so when I got it, I could only get it used. Got it at GameStop. There was no cover. I'm still trying to find one. I think I found somebody online who sells or created a custom cover for it, which I'm going to get. I'm mad I don't have a booklet. I don't have a complete packet, because this is one of my all-time favorite games. I still replay this game. Do you hear what I'm saying? I still replay this game often. I'm bummed out, but you know, the most important thing is the actual game itself. So I have Tomb Raider Legend. When it originally came out on the Xbox. And good times, man. Got the booklet. Good times, good times. Ugh. Memories. Xbox, Lord of the Rings, Return of the King. Okay, anybody who knows, Lord of the Rings is one of Lord of the Rings is my number one favorite novel of all time. And I mean, I was a fan of the novel before the movies came out. I know a lot of people read it after, but I was already a fan. It's my all-time favorite novel. And the movies became one of my all-time favorite movies. The trilogy, Peter Jackson did a fabulous job, but I digress. This game is so much fun. I had the other ones, The Fellowship of the Ring and The Two Towers, but I gave those away a while ago because I'm just not I'm over melee and fighting games and melee and swordplay. I'm bored with it. I'm over it now. Well, I shouldn't say swordplay because I love Ghost of Tsushima. I should just say I'm kind of over, like, okay, if you notice, there's not a God of War game in here. I had every single God of War game. I had been playing God of War since it first came out. Okay? And I still own them all until recently. And I just recently gave them all the way up to the reboot God of War, which I loved. It was good. I did not have the second one. What is it? Ragnarok, and I don't plan on getting it. I'm over it now. I've OD'd on God of War, but I did have them. I'm saying that to say this is a melee, a lot of melee and fighting. But you know what? This game is so freaking good. It is so good. It is so well done. It is so fun. The gameplay, the game controls, the interface, just the screen where you're selecting your characters and say everything about this game is phenomenal. Duh, love this game. Here's another game which is one of my all-time favorites. Like, I play it a lot. I replay it a lot. I have this also on PS2. Like I say, when I love something, I have more than one version of it. Lord of the Rings: The Third Age. This is the only RPG that I like. I'm not an RPG person. I know, I guess people have technically said Mass Effect is an RPG, and I guess it is, yeah. So I guess those are the only two RPGs I've ever liked in history. I've replayed this game so much, I can't even tell you. I love this game. This game is phenomenal. It is... I love this game so much. Oh, dear Gussie. Okay. And that's it complete. Okay. And another favorite. Unfortunately, this is one I got used back in the day. Another one that became hard to find not long after it came out. Like, I couldn't find it complete. Seriously, nothing personal. I don't know what some of you all do with your video games. I don't know why you all don't have covers and inserts and stuff when you sell games or you trade them in. What are you doing with them? Like, I don't get it. Oh my goodness. I just couldn't find this complete anywhere at that time. Like, I have this insert that came with it, and I got the disc. You see the cover, but I couldn't. No cover. It pissed me off. One day I'll get one, but I did a temporary. Anywho's. Okay, what am I missing? So here's some of the originals of games that I got the HD remasters for, and I have them in archives. So here's the my original Burnout Paradise on PS3, my original Assassin's Creed Black Flag on PS3. Oh, I left this out. This was supposed to be in my regular stack. This is Blur, another one that has become uber rare. I love this game. Oh my goodness. I love this game. So that should have been with the regular stack, because this is the game that needs to have a HD remaster for, just so we can have it on the other consoles. But yes, okay. And so let's see. Here's my original Mass Effect 2. Now, when Mass Effect 2 came out and it became available on the PlayStation, sorry y'all, I had to leave Xbox behind and I got it on the PlayStation. So I had already played Mass Effect 2 on my Xbox, and then when this came out on PlayStation, I had to have it for my PlayStation. So I replayed it again on my PlayStation. And if anybody cares, let me see what's in it. That's when they started doing black and white crap. And see, it's not really a manual. The manual is included on the disc. Man, ugh, I just can't stand that. I'm old school, man. Give me the original. Okay, this is my PS3 Mass Effect 3. And what pissed me off about this is beautiful, but why did they put it in a DVD size case? Are our games in a DVD size case? Now, that's one thing that pissed me off about PlayStation. And I love them. I love me some PlayStation. But that made no sense to me. So it comes in a freaking steel case. Like, why did they do that? You can't fit it on the shelves. And I can't even open this thing. Ugh, it's tight. So I'm not going to worry about it right now. And then it came with all these goodies in this box. And it came with a patch that I use. I have it on something. So, okay. I'm trying to wrap it up, guys. I have my original Tomb Raider Underworld. This is the original purchase when it first came out on PS3. Here's my original Tomb Raider. When it first released, it came out on the PS3. Oh, do you all care if I show you the inside? Yeah, it didn't come with anything. Let me see. Underworld. I tell you guys, I'm so out of practice. It's been over a year since I've done a video. I am so sorry. So there you go. Yeah. Okay. And then the original baby. The baby. Launch date. That's what I was trying to say. The launch game. Thank you. The launch game for the PS3. So when the PS3 came out, I got my PS3, and this was the launch game. I bought this bad fella, and I could not wait, because I remember when they were just talking about it in marketing and advertising, and it was on E3 everywhere and blah blah blah. Man, I could not get my PS3 fast enough when it came out, because I just wanted to play this game, and I was in love. I was in love ever since. In love with Nate and Sully and everybody. I love the booklets. Just come on. I miss this stuff, man. It's just, oh, I miss it. Like, look, like, come on. They just don't do stuff like this anymore. And see, I love art and everything, and we just miss out on all the good stuff. Look at this. Ugh, now everything is so basic and plain and boring. Ugh. But the cost of it doesn't go down, does it? Pisses me off. Don't get me started on that. And then, let's see. Of course, we have Uncharted 2 Among Thieves. This is what I'm saying, man. Sony just doing it right. Look at this. Come on. Just, ugh. Nothing like it. Nothing like it. All my original releases when they came out, and then I got the HD remasters, as you saw on the PS4. And then Uncharted 3 Drake's Deception. I replay these games a lot. Obviously now I play it with my PlayStation 4, but like I say, I keep everything, because if something goes wrong with one console, I can still play it on another. I see a lot of people give away like their PS3 versions and stuff as soon as something comes out, like on the PS4, PS5 is HD. Yeah, and then something goes wrong with your console, or you have to get it fixed or repaired, or anything could happen, and now you can't play it. No, thank you. I'm always going to be able to play my favorite games. Okay, I'm just going to run through my DS games real quick, and we're going to wrap it up. Hold on, let me get it. Okay, so here are my DS games. So, like I told you, I love puzzle games. Bejeweled Twist, which is so much fun. Okay, and then we have Bookworm. Again, I love word games. I have them everywhere. All on my phone, computer. I love anything with words. Bookworm, I love that. Brain Age, everybody, if you had a DS when it first came out, everybody knows what Brain Age is. So, Crosswords, what I say. And this has a whole bunch of different other games. It's called Crosswords, but it has a bunch of different other kind of games in here. So, Magnetica, love that. Okay. Rhythm Heaven. Space Invaders Extreme. This is what I lived on in the arcades when I was a kid. I was always on Space Invaders. What was it? Space Invaders, and what was the other one? Like, I can only think Space Invaders right now. Literally. Space Invaders got all my money in arcades when I was a kid. Super Collapse 3. Love this game. Okay. They all have the original Super Mario Brothers. Good times. I don't think you all need to see the cases. They're so hard, but I'll show them. Super Mario Brothers. Again, all the original releases. Super Collapse. Oh, if I could even get it open. Ugh. Okay, this is in the case with my DS XL. So, it's in the case where, you can put all your games in with the case. So, that's in the case. Because this is one I play often. Let's see. And then this one was used, so I don't have the booklet. Again, what do you people do with your stuff? Your gamers, you're supposed to love and respect your games. Where are your covers? Where are your booklets? Where are your inserts? This one was used as well. Again, same thing. This was a game that was hard to find. Oh, they had a little insert. So, I don't know if this is still a rare game. It was a rare game for the longest. Okay, Magnetica, purchased new when it came out. I love this game. And it does come with a booklet. Crosswords. I'm doing this twice now. Oh, I can't even get it open. Sorry. Brain Age. Bookworm. Let's see. Can I get this one open? Oh my goodness, these cases are tight. Again, that's in with my DS XL case, but comes with a booklet. But Jewel Twist is kind of hard to get out right now because it's in a case, but yeah, okay. Oh my goodness. So then I have old school, my Game Boy Advance Pac-Man collection, and my Game Boy Advance Bookworm. I'm telling you, I love Bookworm. I had it everywhere. And what I love, the Game Boy Advance games you can play in your, wait, is it the regular DS? Yeah, isn't it the DS, the regular DS Lite that I have? You can play Game Boy Advance games, but you can't play Game Boy Advance games in the DS XL. It's one of those, but yeah, so I can still play those in there. Okay, last real quick, if I can remember. So let's see. On my PlayStation games that I have left, I have to remind myself I left this on there because sometimes I forget, because you can play PlayStation 1 games on your PlayStation 2 as well. Sometimes I forget I can play them on my PlayStation 3, so don't laugh at me. I left that on there to remind myself. So if I'm in my PlayStation 3, I can also play it there, so don't laugh. Okay. Scrabble. See, I'm telling you, I forget. I don't know why. Scrabble. So FYI people, if like I say you like old school games, PlayStation 1 games, PlayStation games play on your PlayStation 2 and on your PlayStation 3. So, slots and Space Invaders and what did I tell you? Tetris and X-Men Mutant Academy. I'm so mad this does not play on the PS3. It's the only one that doesn't play on my PS3. It pisses me off, but this is still so much fun. X-Men Mutant Academy and Xena Warrior Princess. Don't even trip, because I was all in the Xena Warrior Princess back in the day, and the game was so much fun. So, okay, guys, that is it. I think that's everything. Shit. Wait. The only PSP games I have left. Ratchet and Clank Size Matter. I told you I have every Ratchet game. Let's see. Luminez. Let's see. And Luminez 2. And let's see. What else? I'm pulling games out of a storage box. And I showed you all in another video all those demo games that I had. I'm not going to pull those out. So, like I said, here are my originals. Ratchet and Clank, PlayStation 2. Lord of the Rings Third Age, PlayStation 2. Beyond Good and Evil, PlayStation 2. Do I need to open these? But here you go. And so for you collectors, you know what comes with the original games. So, and this is like a poster too, and a booklet. Ratchet and Clank is just boss. Let me see. What else do I have left? Okay, this is it. This is it. Tomb Raider Anniversary, PlayStation 2. So we have that. This is the messiest video I've ever done. If I upload this, I'll be surprised. Tomb Raider Legend. I can't believe how bad I've done this video. Oh, you all just have to forgive me this time. Ratchet and Clank, up your arsenal. This, back then they did games right. This is a big old booklet. It opens up and it's a big poster. And I miss the days when they actually cared about the video games and what they put out on the market to give you. It's like they made the money you spent worth it. You know what I'm saying? Again, see? Big old poster and a booklet. And there you go. Is that a poster? I keep saying it on. Or is that a booklet? No, that's a poster. Okay, guys. Alright. So, I have games everywhere. But thank you for watching. I hope this was what you wanted to see. And so what I wanted to say at the end, if you've made it this far, if you go back and look at my old videos, a lot of my videos I've taken down, but I do believe I left up the last video game collection video I did. You'll see a lot of the games that I used to have. I mean, I've gotten rid of a lot. I'd have to say like 75% of my games I've purged. I don't do horror anymore in anything. I don't do horror movies, horror games, horror books, nothing. So all of the horror games are gone. Um, all of my God of War games are gone. All of my Call of Duty games. I am officially done and over with shooters. I've OD'd on them. I literally, like I said, I've been playing since the beginning. I had all of the Call of Duty games, all of the Medal of Honor games, pretty much most of Battlefield, and then a bunch of different miscellaneous ones. I was like really, really hardcore into shooters back in the day. I was online all the time. I had a team, and I'm OD'd on it now. All of them are gone. What else? All of my God of War games are gone. All of my oh, what the heck was that? I feel so bad. I just went blank. What was that shooter series? Oh my goodness, on Xbox. Gears of War. All my Gears of War games are gone. I never got into Halo, FYI, if someone wants to ask. I never got into Halo. I tried. When it came out, I just couldn't connect with it, so I never had Halo. I'm trying to think. Like I said, I've gotten rid of a lot of games, and I don't know what else to say. I don't want to keep you too long. This video's already gone over an hour. So if you have any questions or anything you want to ask me about the collection, like I say, I'm not going to remember everything that I got rid of. Or if you have any other questions, please, you're welcome to ask. You know me, I always respond. But thank you for watching. And for those who were interested, I hope you enjoyed this. And again, I apologize to everyone for it being so messy. I know many times I drop the camera down, move the camera around. Oh, I'm so out of practice. But I hope you all take care. Take care of yourselves. Be good to yourselves and others. And be well. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.